Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today's video I'm here to give you my thoughts on the upcoming game between Luton and Norwich. We go into this game on back-to-back away defeats. We ended 2024 on a low. Can we start 2025 on a high? We'll have to wait and see. But straight away, my initial thoughts and my score prediction for this game is going to be a 2-2 draw, and I will explain in this video. But back to that 4-2 defeat away from home against Norwich. What I do remember from that game was it was a game full of just mistakes really for both sides. Luton in particular, a lot of our goals which we conceded were completely avoidable, especially the first and second goal. Chong not being able to shield the ball out, and then the first goal we just weren't able to clear it. The third goal we just get outturned in the middle of the pitch. We've stepped forward, we've left exposed. The fourth goal, the players just literally jogged past Amari Bell. All four goals very poor. A lot of them did come from us losing possession and a lot of individual mistakes. But what were we good at against Norwich? Well, set pieces, we caused a threat and we were very clinical in front of goal. We did force a mistake, and that's how we got our first goal through Elijah Alabeyo. Clark did the pressing, Elijah got the ball, and it was a good finish to put us 1-0 in front. But ultimately, the quality of Norwich, the amount of opportunities they were creating, they won the game fair and square. And yeah, it was another away defeat for us at the time. What are Norwich good at this season? For me, they are not performing. If you look at their XG, it must be frustrating at times being a Norwich fan, because when you look at their XG, they should be a lot higher up in the championship table. They should be actually flirting with those playoff positions, but because they give teams chances and they concede so many opportunities, teams just take full advantage of that, and Norwich concede so many, avoidable goals. So that's the biggest problem with Norwich. But in terms of what their positives are, I've already mentioned about how they are so good at creating opportunities. Borgia signs one player in particular who's just been Norwich's best player of the season. They use skillful players to create opportunities. They attack down the wings, and if you look at the game which we lost 4-2 against Norwich, their second and also their fourth goal came from down the sides. They also will shoot from outside the box if the opportunity does arise, and they also can attack down the middle, which is how Norwich scored their third goal against Luton a couple of, was it months ago now? Last time we played against Norwich. But what do Norwich do, which is their weaknesses? They do foul, they commit fouls in dangerous areas, and for us, if they're going to do that, we will get opportunities to have set pieces in dangerous areas, and that's basically the only way Luton are scoring. Literally, the only way we are scoring is through set pieces, or if Norwich will gift us opportunities like they did last time, like what Swansea did on the weekend, where their goalkeeper just played it to Morris. That's how we're scoring. We're not scoring any other way. Unless Edwards decides to change personnel, we are going to still play this same way, attacking wise, and it's just going to look really predictable. So yeah, they commit a lot of fouls in dangerous areas. They're not good in the air, so that suits our style of play. So we should be putting crosses into the box for our strikers to attack. So the likes of Morris and Elijah Alabeyo to actually attack crosses. So many times now these two players have walked away from a game not actually having a shot at goal. I want to be having my strikers shooting at goal, especially being the home side. Our home form is one of the many reasons why we are not in the bottom three. It's quite scary. We've got the 10th best home form in the division as I'm recording this video. That could go easily if we carry on the way we are going. Norwich, they're also not good at protecting the lead. So many times they go ahead, and as I've already mentioned, they concede so many opportunities. They either don't get that goal to kill the game off, and teams just get that opportunity and they're just very clinical against them. Defending against counter-attacks, a lot of Norwich's goals this season has been from counter-attacks which they've conceded. When you look at the highlights, well, if you look at the way Luton attack, we don't really counter-attack teams anyway, so this is definitely not an avenue which we're going to explore. And then, as I've already mentioned they do commit a lot of errors, so they are one of the best sides at possession. But with that in mind, they do give the ball away a few times, and that's where the errors do come, because teams take full advantage of it. believe it or not, we've been, when you look at both sides, the last 5 games, we've actually picked up 6 points, whereas Norwich have only picked up 5. I actually can't believe Norwich have actually been worse than us over the last 5 games. Mid-table away form for Norwich, if they're going to get into those playoff positions or try and compete for those, away form definitely has to improve. And I've already mentioned how Luton have the 10th best home form in the division. Luton have seen over 2.5 goals in the last 7 games against Norwich. That's why I feel like this game is going to have goals. When I've already spoken about how Norwich will just gift us opportunities, I think the way we like to play actually will benefit us in this game, and we will have chances at goal, something which we haven't seen over the last 2 games. What else have I got? We've won 3 of our last home games against Norwich, and Norwich are currently, at this moment in time, winless in 8 away games. Now, I was going to reference some things from the press conference, but as I'm recording this video, we've not really said anything, if I'm being honest with you. I've not seen any post that we've had a press conference today, so I don't know who is actually available in terms of selection. We of course know that Joe Johnson will not be featuring as he got suspended. Also, Lamine Dabu is not available, our new player who we've signed from the Swedish league, our Spanish midfielder. He's not actually available to play in this game. His first available game he's allowed to play is against QPR, so we would most likely see him on that particular one. Hopefully we've actually signed another player by the time we play to QPR, but maybe I'm asking for too much there. But apart from that, I feel like it's going to be the same players that are injured. I think the defence, I personally would just play a back 4, but we're not going to do it, are we? So it probably is going to be Amari Bell playing as a left-sided centre-half. I don't want Chong playing as a wing-back. It's absolutely stupid if we do. And that's what happened last time we played against Norwich. If you remember, midway through, I think after Norwich went 2-1 up, we actually changed the formation because Chong just couldn't handle it. We actually went to a 4 at the back, so it kind of would make sense in this particular game to start with a 4, because we did end up switching to a 4 when we played against them. But Chong being a wing back, it's just not the answer, but I can end up seeing this happening. We've got 3 right wing backs available in Hashi, Walters, who's the other one I'm thinking of, Victor Moses. So look, we should be playing players in their natural position. I wouldn't be starting Nakamba in this particular game. Whether we go to a 3-man midfield, I'm not too sure. Honestly, I just don't know anymore with Edwards. I feel like it's just gonna, it could easily be the same team that played against Swansea, with just Joe Johnson being replaced by Victor Moses, for example. It could easily be that. So look, I reckon it's going to be a 2-2 draw. I don't think that will be good enough. I'm praying it's not a defeat. I really want to have a much better 2025, especially on the pitch, but I can't really see that happening. But Norwich, they're going to be frightening at times. They're going to create opportunities, and we've just got to be really prepared for that. But those are my overall thoughts. 2-2 draw for me. I feel like the way we play, we will get chances, especially as I've already mentioned how Norwich are quite weak in terms of set pieces, and also they're not the greatest teams in the air, so we should be winning a lot more battles. Hopefully we take full advantage of that, and yeah, we walk away with the 3 points on the opening day of 2025. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think. Drop a like, comment your score predictions, and yeah, I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video, which will be the match reaction after the Norwich game.